Welcome to the VRB Vegas podcast. I'm Brunty Vegas. As you can see, it's a very, very different setup to what we usually have. But here we are in the Cosmopolitan Wraparound suite. I've got my friend Cookie, Jamie and Dave. They're clients of VRB Vegas and they're going to tell you all about our service, their trip to Vegas and any wild stories that they may or may not be allowed to say on this pod. So, boys, we're in Vegas. You're in the suite of the Cosmopolitan Wraparound. How you feeling? How things going?
Feeling fucking good actually, to be honest. Like, Wraparound, look, Brunty sorted out with Steve. Fantastic. No one actually, Rio is just there as well in between, wherever the fuck that one is. Bellagio. Absolutely fantastic. And it goes straight onto the strip as well. Got my own little bath that I went in earlier. It was beautiful. Thank you. Took a video for my missus. She appreciated that as well. No, so far so good. Hope you don't fuck it up for the rest of the night. But we'll find out.
Cool. Rest of you boys, yeah?
Just got to say, absolutely amazing. Big shout outs to Brunty and Steve. They've really pushed the boat out. This has been absolutely amazing so far. So looking forward to the rest.
Absolutely mirror that. Yeah, we've had a cracking time. A few days in. Obviously, we've got a nice suite here. And some of the events we've already been to have been absolutely top tier. So big shout out to Stevie J and Brunty Vegas.
Appreciate that, buddy, honestly. Yeah, I mean, every time you come to Vegas, especially for myself, it's always something new. There's always something popping, and there's always something batshit wild that you don't even think that would occur, but it just does.
Speaking of popping, pool party.
Pool party, yeah. Do you want to start straight off with the events? Okay,
let's get straight
cool.
into it.
So, I mean, I wanted to start off a little bit of the journey, Cookie.
That was day 4.
I was gonna say we jumped
Straight to the front.
straight to the front, baby. I was gonna say, yeah, Cookie.
To be fair, you missed one day out.
Cookie, it was your 40th that we're here for. It's your birthday, so your journey, like, why Vegas for your 40th and why VIP Vegas to do these events? You had a nightclub with Omnia and you had a Towel Beach pool party.
Oh yeah, well, this all started about 10 years ago. I come with my mate Foster. We stayed at the Strat and always said I'll come back for my 40th. So, and then me and Brunty met, cool, about a year. Roughly about a year after that, really. Yeah. We bonded over football, Arsenal, poker, and Vegas. About 3 years ago now, I said to you.
Yep.
And he just started up, like VIP Vegas with Steve, really. So he said, 3 years we'll start going. We started planning it out. You and Steve took over, started doing the invites and everything. And I had to come back. I stayed at the top of the Strat was lovely. Honestly, I loved it. A great poker room downstairs. It's just a bit of a trek sometimes to get here, especially with the money, to be honest, with the taxi fares. And don't ever walk it. don't walk it. But this time, Brunty sorted out with the Lux. It's literally like 8 minutes with the way me and him walk to get to New York from that. And then from New York, you're there. So it's perfectly fine. No, I wanted to come back again. Brunty sorted this out, and we actually changed flights from Heathrow, and then Brunt managed to find a better flight from Manchester. Well, it kind of worked out a bit better for us because all depending on where you fly from, lads, is dependent on what time you land in Vegas. So Brunty found, to be honest, Manchester, you land a lot better times from Heathrow. Heathrow, you land at like 8, 9 o'clock at night. From Manchester, 2 in the afternoon, so you don't waste any of your day, really. And then, but yeah, the flight was good. That was a good laugh. Me and Jay just chilled out next to the toilets. He picked the seats. It was fantastic. I kept on taking all the drinks. But no, it was a good start to it. And then obviously we cracked on from there, really.
Perfect. I can see that Dave wanted to jump into the event, so do you want to pass over the microphone again to somebody? Do you want to explain from your airport pickup then? Because obviously we just touched on the flights.
Absolutely, literally. As soon as come out of the airport, we've done this rodeo before.
What, you on about the limo driver? We had Tyrone, the limo driver.
Yeah, he was a top lad. We've done this rodeo before, me and Brunty, but having the lads there this time, limo, set up, top tier, literally from A to B, straight down the strip.
Yeah, you like the fact that we got the limo, got the name sign. It said Cookies 40th, and he thought your name was Cookies.
It's cookie, mate. It's cookies. That's
Cookies. So yeah, straight out, bags into the limo. Hey boys, you want to go to the liquor store? Got some champagne.
Supplies, wasn't it?
That's it. Gone to the liquor store.
Absolutely.
Champagne in the limo as well, didn't it? Is that from Steve, wasn't it? He sorted
Steve,
that.
yeah, Steve sorted you guys the champagne.
Straight in the limo for us, so that was good.
And then, yeah, got us all dropped off into the Luxor. So from your first ever experience,
Straight to
Jamie,
the Lux, baby.
Straight to the Lux,
first
baby.
time. His first time in Vegas, so
First experience here, absolutely amazing. Absolutely love seeing the sights. The weather is absolutely banging. It's just like 35 degrees every day. There's no cloud in sight. There's no rain, and it's just absolute bliss. You can do whatever you want. You can go to the casino. You can go out and party, or you can just chill out and see the sights, go shopping and stuff like that. So it's just absolutely banging. I cannot complain so far.
I love it. A lot of positivity so far. I love it. So yeah, let's go through the events then. And obviously, our guest Dave, if you just pass the camera between all three. So we had our first night. We went to the Fremont Street, didn't we? I thought I'd show you boys all around there. Of course, Old Vegas is always a staple to go to. There's a lot of interesting characters down there. If anybody wants to comment on that one, we can. But yeah, that was night one. But second one was Omnia. What would you like to say about your first event? VIP Vegas with the
it wasn't just
queue
the first
jump.
event, what about the day?
We can go through the day as well. You tell me. You guys are the clients, so yeah.
It all started going a bit wrong for me. So don't eat on an empty stomach, lads.
I mean, I'll just talk about the event. The event was absolutely lit. So we turned up there. Literally, there was a queue which I think in a typical club you'd queue for about 2 hours, but because we had the VIP experience, we walked straight up to the VIP area. We walked straight in, got met by a waitress. She took us through to a VIP table. We got there, we got some drinks, and it was just magic.
Not only drinks, you got a comp bottle along with your minimum spend on the veranda, literally overlooking the strip, as you can see behind us.
It was just a great spot. We got able to listen to music all night. Went down to see Martin Garrix at Omnia, which was absolutely banging. And then there was an outside DJ, and then we went down to the R&B and hip hop booth as well, which was really, really sick. It was just one of the greatest experiences so far in Vegas, apart from I think every other day or every day that we've been here. It's just a brand new experience. It's just been off the charts thanks to the VIP experience.
Perfect. Thank you, Jamie. Any other comments, boys? Yeah, I was going to say we're tooting our horn here, but the fountains have just started to go. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but yeah. We'll do a little video and I'll put it on the story and the VIP Vegas UK and the VIP Vegas pod Instagram so you guys can see all of that. But yeah, Cookie, sorry, walk us through what was going on, what went wrong during the day or the night?
Well, Davey was showing us around, and he took us to what was it again? Snacks in Bellagio. Oh my god. It was delicious. It was delicious. Literally all I had to eat the whole day, and we started drinking soon after that. We were drinking through the day. We were going hopping between the casinos because it's so easy just to jump into another casino, get a beer, and crack on with the next one. To be honest, Brunty was doing some recording with Steve for his pod. So Dave was showing us around. We got to where was it? Where did we meet you again?
It's just there.
Yeah, so give me one of the mics, boys. So it was, we met up at the Link Promenade. So me and Steve had finished shooting our pods over at Machine Gun Vegas's studio. So shout out to Genghis, shout out to Tim. Sorry, I'm unscrewing my bottle cap. Yeah, so I met up with you guys and we went and did the Royal Crawl, didn't we? So this is one of those places where there's so many different bars, there's so many things to do in Link Promenade, but there's something called the Royal Crawl. So each bar you go to, you get a card, kind of like a poker hand. So out of the 5, you get a a flush, a straight, a 3-pair, a 4 of a kind, or a full house, something like that. And whoever wins the prize out of all the participants of that particular pub crawl, then they get a prize. But we didn't win in the end, unfortunately.
The good thing about it is I thought it was just going to be like a beer in every one, but it's not like that. It's like you can have shots, spirits and mixers. I think Steve had... Piece of slice. I think Steve had a cocktail or something, didn't he, with his?
A few of you did, yeah.
Dave was drinking something different. It was not just beer, which is good, like especially the amount of beer you do drink here. So, but that's where it all went tits up for me. I think I was stumbling a lot after that one. So yeah,
I'll have to jump in there, boys. I'm definitely going to mirror the Royal Crawl down at Link Promenade. Was pretty much that stacked with Omnia the next day. The Royal Crawl to the toilet the next day, and a 9 a.m. sleep-in. To 9 p.m. the next day. So we were royally fucked, to say the least.
Royally fucked is probably the word. I mean, did you appreciate the fact that me and Steve coming round and did that for you? I mean, we don't do that all the time. So for all those who are like, oh, Brunty Steve, can you all come out with us? You know, it just depends on the event, depends who we're out with. But yeah, did you enjoy the fact that
definitely
you come out
good to see yourself and Stevie J?
Oh, it was great. It was great that Steve came out with us. Weren't expecting it really until we got to the first pub and he was sitting by the bar. I was like, oh, he's in on this as well. But that was awesome, that was. And then we hit the club after that, and as you say, like a few of us. Brunty, to be honest, like next day, Davey saying that he was in the fucking bathroom the whole bloody day. But he got up with us, and me and Jay, like, we just recover and just crack on anyway. And we hit the day straight away. Went out, he was up, showing us around loads of places, which was great. Yeah, he just got straight up with us.
Straight in the gym.
We wanted to get up. 5 a.m. It was the first and last day we got up at 5 a.m. to do the gym. Wouldn't do that again, really. But no, at least he manned up and come out with us, to be honest. He wasn't just pussying in the toilet like some people. And the other two people.
Would you say there's any advice in that, lads, considering that we landed on a Thursday, we did the Fremont Street, and then we went straight out to the club, and clearly, like, Saturday was a write-off because 3 of you boys were down, as Cookie just mentioned. I'm built different. I just wake up, go to the gym, give me another Corona or Fiji, and I'm game. But, yeah, there was a fair few of you boys that thought, oh, let's just continue the night out, because obviously Steve was very generous in with the table location we had and obviously the drinks that we got. But
I'd probably say every experience in Vegas is going to be different. So regardless of how many times you come here, depending on what group you're with, it's going to be different. So you're going to be doing things differently regardless whether it's the same event, and you're always going to have different outcomes. So you're going to meet different people, you're going to have different experiences, and it's just going to be just completely different every time. It's never going to be the same evening every night.
Best advice for me is like, just try and pace yourself, boys.
Just drink some water.
Oh yeah, try and pace.
From the heat. Just drink water.
You don't want to waste a day. Honestly, there's too much here to waste a day. Like, I'm sure Dave can say for that. Like, he was in bed for the whole day. Like, wouldn't you rather been out and like just checking out as much as you were like hitting it hard? Wouldn't you rather just have got
completely
up
agree. It was an absolute write-off. So you know, this is my 6th time here, and I'm no rookie to this. But when you're down and out, you're down and out. So yeah, I would say definitely pace yourself if you've not been to Vegas before. Wouldn't suggest doing too many events in one day, like pool party and then onto a club night out. There's lots of time to arrange those with VIP Vegas if you want to book it through them. But I would say, yeah, definitely pace yourself.
Perfect. Appreciate that, boys. Yeah, like I said, we'd had the Omnia nightclub event on the Friday, so at least you guys had some recovery on the Saturday. And then we went and hit the pool party. And I know this has all been your favourite event because it's been the non-stop talk of the holiday/vacation so far. So yeah, whoever wants to pick up a mic, take it away because, yeah, I'll shut up for a while.
So I'm not good with names. Where the hell was it again?
This was Towel Beach Club in Venetian. And it was Alesso who was the DJ.
Exactly, yeah. Brunty sorted us out with a, what the hell is it? I'm not going to say JCB, but what was it?
A day bed. A
no,
JCB?
No, I know. What's the word of the bloody big cars?
The big cars. Escalade. Oh, Escalade. Yeah.
There we are. But it says something on GMC.
Yep.
Where the fuck it is?
That's the big trucks.
Yeah, I know. I don't fucking know. Whatever those black things are. He
Escalade.
sorted us out. It was great. Just getting to there again, same as before. Got in a little queue, and then he contacted his guy, and then we just got straight in again. Went straight up. Skipped out the queue for these day beds. Took us straight down, and honest to God, I don't know how the hell we managed to get. Well, him and Steve sorted out this day bed. I was expecting it to be like in the corner or something. But no, hell no, it wasn't. Literally, the day bed was there. You look up and the DJ is there. I don't know how the hell they managed to do that. God knows what it would have cost, really, without getting the VIP experience and that through these guys. God knows what it got, because we were talking to them, next to us, and God knows what they paid, because they paid three different prices, and they ain't nowhere near paying what we paid for these beds. Same as the group next to us as well. They're paying a lot more.
Yep.
So, but honestly to God, he's going to bring up a picture. We think we've all got pictures from where the hell we were.
We've got loads of footage, yes.
And honest to God, it was like there. It was there. So and there's day beds all over the place, but this one was right in front of the DJ box. Absolutely ridiculous location.
This is what we do. I mean, yeah, honestly, shout out to Steve, because obviously I'm out here doing podcasts. I'm out here for my friend Cookie's 40th, and it's, a lot to navigate, and Steve really does hook up his people and puts us in really good locations. So as much as I'm a part of the business, I also consider myself a client, because I just love what VIP Vegas does. But, location. Straight to the front, baby. But yeah, and also shout out to Jake, my guy at Tao. He's always looking after everybody, and yeah, it was good to catch up with him. So, I mean, yeah, I think this is a good little part to pause the pod. If you guys wouldn't mind, we'll crack open our lovely sponsor, Hennessy. And you can all have a measurement. You can all have a little bit of a try of the Hennessy VSOP. I'm sure the brand manager will appreciate it, and I'm sure Steve will as well. So give me 2 secs. Would you want to talk about anything whilst I crack open these bottles? Anything about Vegas? What you like about it? What you hate about it? Be honest, have fun with it.
Me and Jamie, we're a little bit tarts, but we were desperate to come and get some new trainers. Because last time I come here, I went to North Outlet, and it's cheap as chips here. So, we've been shopping. There's a Miracle. What's the Miracle Mile?
Miracle Mile Shops.
Miracle Mile Shops. Brilliant it is. You get loads of different trainer shops in there. Lads, from Britain, you all know how much the trainers are. Like, dunk lows and everything was 160, 170, what the hell it is. There's like some of these, is it SBs we and Jamie have been finding? $115, brand new, and some of the styles we could get, absolutely fantastic. Like, we're never going to get them in the UK. The colours, the styles you're going to get, you're going to have to get them imported and pay a fucking fortune. So, what's that? Oh yeah, went back to the North Outlet store, and it was 40% off the whole of the back wall, weren't it? The whole back wall was all 40% off, and he picked up a right bargain. Whereas it was like $80 or $60, $75. It worked out to like 50 quid for some Air Force Ones. Lovely colour. I mean, he sent the guy back 3 times and then realised he's been asking for the wrong bloody size. So that was quite funny.
You want to pass me that, chap, and I'll drop you a measurement. Dave, anything from yourself? The mic's not big.
Trying to think what's one of the best things that we can mention right now.
Buffalo wings. That was lovely.
Actually, on that, yeah, we've been to some cracking places for food already, and definitely massively underrated is Buffalo Wild Wings, just around the corner from Cosmo, actually, and Planet Hollywood. Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings is one to check out, guys. Yeah, massively underrated.
Lads, it's like happy hour. From there for a few hours, it was like reduced. Like some of the beers were reduced down to like $3 or $4, whatever it was. And the Wild Wings, you can get all you can eat for $24.99 for traditional on the bone, and boneless as well if you want. So worth it. And every time they come out, give you the initial first 10. You can pick 2 different flavors for each 5. And then once you've eaten them, they get you to order the next 6, and you can pick from the massive list of flavors that you've got there. So it's not just pick that one flavour and you do some in the UK. you can just change your flavours every 6, which is fantastic. Comes with some fries, brilliant. Comes with a wall of water. I was gonna drink a bit more, but then I realised it's gonna burn the shit out of my mouth, some of these wings. As Jamie found out when on his last 6, he decided to go for the blazing hot ones. Blazing hot. He took a bite, and his eyes were screaming like his soul was getting burnt by Satan's arse. So,
Right.
he made that first mistake.
Nice.
I think this deserves a cheers, guys.
Indeed. Happy
Cheers.
40th cookie.
Cheers,
Happy
boys.
40th to Vegas.
Much appreciated. David Boy.
Vegas indeed.
Go on,
VIP
David Boy. There
Vegas.
we are.
Thank you very much, boys. Honestly, I'll just grab this mic back.
Yeah.
Honestly, boys, thank you very much for coming on VIP Vegas podcast. It's cool just to get perspective from clients. Obviously, we are friends and stuff. Yeah, let me know what you think because the brand manager wants to know.
I'll start with that one. Me being a whiskey lover, and especially you, Brunty, very smooth. Love my
I did say.
bourbon, like my single malts, and I'd say this Hennessy is smooth.
It's smooth, isn't it? It's as a cognac, it's not so rough. I think once you start learning that Hennessy can be mixed with, I mean, on previous pods, I know you guys appreciate and you support us on VIP Vegas pod, but we have so many different mixes that we try with it, and that's their message. That's what I want. That's what they want to get across. Sorry, and yeah, so that's what we try and do on this podcast, and I appreciate that you boys have had a measurement with me as well. So thank you, Hennessy. Okay, what would you say if you were to come back here again? How would you structure it differently, or would you prefer to do it a different way? Anything that VIP Vegas can improve on?
The only thing for me personally was no fault of him and Steve whatsoever. Is we had 2 of our mates, for some fucking stupid reason, they only decided they could only come out for 4 days because they're fucking pussy whipped by the missus. So, Dem, I don't mean you, girl. Yeah, so Brunty was just trying to fit in as much as he could because he wanted them to experience as much as possible. And it was just all crammed in.
Look where we are.
I know.
We're day 6 in.
So it was just, I would have liked it more spread out, but it had to be condensed down to those. Well, we had lost a day because them and the other 2 were just having shit and puking up everywhere. So, and at least for us 3 got out and done something. But yeah, it was just, I would have liked it spaced out a bit more, but we had to condense it down because of the other 2. But even after the other 2 have left, he's told us to come over to the Cosmopolitan to jump into this pool, and he even sorted out a day bed. And we turned up, and there was chicken and booze and everything already set up, waiting for us. So that's fantastic. Great little something we bloody needed. Because me and him just walk everywhere. We don't like to get in a taxi everywhere. We just like to walk, and it was just, getting into that pool to start with. Oh, it was just fucking, it was so refreshing.
Well, I've got no complaints because the first few days we sort of did all the sort of the Vegas partying, went out, sort of got back in the early hours, sort of tried to recover in the next day, and then following the first like few days, we then ended up going like shopping. We ended up like seeing the sights, eating some great food, and we are only day 6. We've got a few more days left, so we are just going to be doing similar things. We're going to be going out to Area 15.
Yeah, you want to
Going
do
out.
that. You want to do the John
Yeah.
Wick.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah, John Wick experience. That's what you want to do, didn't
Yeah.
you? You want to try and do a show. So even though Cookie was saying about condensing it all into 4 days, sometimes you kind of do want to do the partying over that weekend if you do land on like a Thursday and stuff.
It's a lot
See-
busier on the weekend.
Yeah, because you want to sort of get that part done. So then if you are a little bit hungover, you've got some time to recover, like say go to the gym. Then you can have a bit more like chill out vibes, chill out beers, chill out, you know. So when you have an experience like this, in this nice wraparound, which was a surprise for you, didn't know this was happening, yeah, you can be, you know, back in the game and not feeling too rough. But I would agree, boys. I think, yeah, trying to spread it out is a little bit better, but, excuse me. But, yeah, I think you boys you've handled it well, considering all the all the partying so far. But,
one thing I'm going to add to this is just from personal experience, you know, and maybe something to bear in mind for people coming that are new as well, is location is key here. Time is money and money is time. So position yourself well on the strip if you have got lots of events, and, you know, plan ahead. Hence why, you know, the VIP packages, you know, taxis and such, you know, walking everywhere, yes, you can do that, but it is busy, and you do need that itinerary and that VIP package if you want to do things right here, because time just goes so quick.
Cool, it does. Well, boys, I mean, I appreciate honestly all of your time. I mean, we're in the Cosmopolitan's one of the best rooms apart from Penthouse, unless we want to go and spend hundreds of thousands in the casino. But yeah, I appreciate you guys' time. I appreciate you giving all the feedback and giving your insights on your Vegas journey and your Vegas story here and your birthday. Anything other points to wrap up with, let me know. But other than that, I think we can call this the end of the pod, and then we
Stock
can
up
go.
on water.
Stock up on water, was that?
Stock up on water. Honest to God, mate, you need water every time you leave the room.
And Celsius.
And Celsius,
Celsius,
we
yeah.
can all agree on this. Celsius is delicious. It gets you going as well. So, but honest to God, lads, we went to the offie straight away, and he said just stock up on water. We got 24 bottles, and they were gone in about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
And obviously in every single casino where they've got their own little shop, which is fantastic. On the go, little shop, but you got like these ABCs, like, and the CBSs just dotted around. You get like 2 big bottles of water for like £1, or you can go buy just stock up on like little crates of like 24 and that. Honest, just keep stocking up. If you're staying for 10 days and there's 2 of you in a room, get like 60 bottles of water. It's not an exaggeration. You're gonna need a lot of water every time you leave the room. You need water just to get the water, just to get over and done with when you're walking. So.
And electrolytes.
And
Buy some
James
electrolytes.
electrolytes.
Buy some electrolytes to sort out the hangover for the next morning.
Or you can be mad like me and just do.
Carry on drinking.
Yeah, you carry on drinking, yeah. Or just go on the treadmill and do a 15 incline on a 5 mile an hour or whatever it is that I do, and then loads of weights. But
Booze o'clock, booze o'clock.
booze o'clock.
Where the hell was we? And we all turned up in the morning, and he's sitting there drinking a beer. It was like 8 in the morning or something. Just cracked the beer. He had a Corona in his hand, and we were looking at each other, was like, "Can I have some water, please?"
That was a Friday, wasn't it?
Was it the
One
Friday?
place to check out, just you know, one that we've been looking at for quite some time, is Beer Park.
Yes, I do need to take you boys there.
Oh, one thing that I don't think we mentioned quite as much was Fremont Street. Fremont Street.
Yes.
Went there on the first evening, and Old Vegas,
Liter a pint.
and it was just like absolutely amazing. The sights were incredible, and the vibe was so great. And they had like overhead sort of like screens going from end to end of Fremont Street. It was just absolutely just mind blowing. Certainly for my first night in Vegas, it was just an absolute eye opener. Then you came back to the main strip and you just like see all the lights and just all the experiences, just absolutely great.
Beautiful. So, are you happy to say that you're going to come back to Vegas again?
Of course, it's Davey's stag do next in 2 years. Coincide with Jamie's
That's right.
40th.
There we go. Nice. So, boys, what are we up to tonight before the wrap up of the pod, and we can actually enjoy our evening? Like I say, all this business stuff will be done. So, yeah, where are we going? What are we doing? What are you thinking?
Oh, it's gambling tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little gamble, cheeky gamble.
Well, we're gonna.
Internal poker.
Oh yeah, we've got a table set up. We got it set up like a couple of days ago, and then as you said, we meant to do it on the Saturday, and it was just kind of a bit of a write-off, really, to be honest.
Some people couldn't handle their drink.
Yeah, but nah, Brunty Steve has been desperate to get it sorted for me because I love playing poker and I wanted to play with the lads. So he's made sure it's been here in the room ready for us to play after this. So we had a bit of food, went to Borderline, was it?
Moneyline.
Moneyline. Delicious. That pizza and those the fries.
Truffles like
Truffle
fries,
fries.
yeah.
Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. But the pizza was fantastic, and he I don't know if he mentions it at all on his pod, but he's been doing this. He told me about this about 8 years ago, before he even come to Vegas for the first time. He does this app and you can get points by playing these games in it or something.
My
and then-
Vegas, yeah.
and he's been doing it for so long, so long. He's he gets all different comps and that based on this, and you can get it. As we found out now, you have to be in the casino to get it put on your card from this app. But he got like 20 quid off this pizza, and the one before that, you showed me all the ones that you've got in your history and that.
Yeah.
The comps that he's used.
Public
throughout.
House, I
Public
did, yeah.
House, like you just.
Philly cheesesteak at Public House was absolutely amazing. So good.
So we're me and him trying to find more Philly cheesesteaks now, so like, get more fat before we go back to the UK. But yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, like I say, I always know my friends and my clients. I know my business partners, and I know trying to keep good relationships with everybody that I network with. That something like this, I thought would be just a nice surprise for you. Like I say, unfortunately, we couldn't do it on the other night, so I made sure I secured this beautiful room.
Ridiculous room.
Yeah, you can't get these rooms unless you're connected like me and Steve. So.
It's got 3 bloody doors in it. For Christ's sake. 3 doors
Yeah.
to get outside, and it's got a walkway through your bloody bathroom. You go in one way, walk around the bath. It's got like a sex bloody shower in the corner, and then you go out the other side. It's ridiculous. It's got like 3 toilets for Dave to go shit in. He's over the moon about this. Like, it's fantastic. Honestly, God, like, I don't think I've stayed in a room like this before. Like, he's probably going to do a video on his podcast to show you like what it's like around it. I think we've all done videos between us. This, like, since we've been here, it's ridiculous. Honest to God, lads. Watch the video when it comes out on his next podcast or whenever he sends it up on his Instagram and that. You will appreciate it. I mean, don't know if they could do it every single time and everything, but
No, we can't.
but it's always that option that they could potentially, if you pay that extra or whatever it is, they could do something for you. Obviously, I'm not trying to get him out. I'm not trying to do him out of pocket here, really. Like, you don't even know I'm saying this, but yeah, you don't know. You don't know unless you book. You book, you find out, and you see what you can get with the guys. So yeah.
I appreciate it. Like I said, with Steve's comp bottles and me doing this sort of wraparound thing, the limo, stuff like that. Like I say, we know our clients, we know our friends, we try to do the best we can. And yeah, clearly the positive vibes have been here. I can see you're all a little bit tired, but it is day 6 in Vegas. This is what happens. So yeah, genuinely, thank you boys for joining on VIP Vegas podcast for your time, because I know we're going to crack on with this poker game. We're going to go gamble.
Buffalo!
Indeed, Buffalo. We're going to play a little bit of Buffalo, a bit of Frankie, a little bit of Kong. Kong's a new game.
He hasn't mentioned it yet. He said he was going to mention it, to be honest. Give me that bloody mic. He was going to mention it. He even said, him last night, me and him are so freaking unlucky with these bloody machines, because he's got a little bit addicted. and he kind of lost a little bit of money last night, only a little bit. And then we sat down and watched these 2 bastards just chuck in $150, and then you've done £10 a spin. 3 spins later, this freaking twat hits the bloody jackpot, don't he? And he's like, you need to go to the room. He's like, why is that? You need to get my passport, because they're going to try and charge me 30% here.
30% tax, yeah.
And me and Jay were looking at each other going, this ain't going to go over £1,000, is it? And he's going, it's going to go over £1,000. And then it got to, he goes, I think it goes over 1,100.
Yeah.
You have to do it. And we were like,
Yeah,
in his face, the whole entire time was,
Yeah.
I don't believe this. But then he just kept on going up and up, and he's like, Dave, get to the fucking room. Get to the room. Then the guy come over when it finished, like cashing up and that, saying, and he was a good guy though, weren't he?
Yeah,
He said, is your room close? Like, otherwise you're going to get charged a 30%. So, and he let we let David go back and get the passport, and then saves a bit of money, and then he got to do his first experience of actually a handout. Like a hand cash out where he was.
Yeah, literally like Matt Vegas, where they just hand it all out onto the hand, and it was cool.
Unpaid baby.
Unpaid baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to try and replicate tonight. Obviously, it doesn't always happen, so don't think you're going to come to Vegas and you're going to win big jackpots, but sometimes it can happen, and you can have a little bit of a lucky win, a lucky bonus, or you can sink 400 in a machine, and then you can lose
Never
a fair
happened,
bit.
did it, mate? No, it never happened.
I don't remember that.
But yeah,
You've got to spin it to win it.
exactly. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know,
That's
all
when
having
the
a
money
good time.
stays anyway. It's in this.
The house always wins. But yeah, honestly, I know I've said it more than enough times now, but thanks for your boys' time. Steve unfortunately had to fly home, but I'll link up with him again soon. You'll see the few pods that we did over here, and we've got some more pods coming along the way. Thank you again to Hennessy as our sponsor, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the measurement, because they'll really enjoy that. Thank you all of our listeners and our watchers for watching the VIP Vegas podcast. I'm Brunty Vegas. See you till next time.